Okay, adventurers. So today I'm going to show you some goodies I got because I traded off my 50 horsepower ridiculous go-kart that I never really get to drive. But I traded it off for a whole bunch of stuff you can see over yonder. And I'm going to take you through a tour of everything, starting with this iron stove. And this sucker is, you can see how thick that plate is, and it's that thick all the way around. This stove is one solid bastard. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I've already got an iron stove, but that's my decorative one. This is actually going to be used. I'm not a hoarder. I'm not. So, moving onwards. So, those are bedsides for around a 1950-ish truck. I think a Chevy truck is what he said. Maybe Ford, I don't know. Somebody correct me in the comments if you can recognize that stuff right off a hand, because I can't. But if I use them, I'm just going to chop one in half and flip things around and probably just use like one of them, because my bed's going to be like half the length of these bedsides. So I don't need all that. I don't need 6 foot of bedside going on. That's craziness. I got these 22-inch 6-lug Chevy rims, which are for sale because I will never put these on anything of mine. Ugh, gross. But somebody's going to buy them. And then that right there, along with that tire, have these vintage Kragers on them. And I can't tell what that signature is. Looks like Bob something. But those are definitely some vintage Kragers, and they're in pretty decent shape. And those are actually going to be the front wheels on my 40 hot rod truck that I'm doing. And then I'll get to the back wheels for it over there. But these are the front wheels that I'm going to use on my hot rod truck now. And a new gas tank, I guess. It looks pretty new. Looks alright. And then that is the oven door. I can have a 1-piece or a 2-piece. They just need glass. And then you can see here, good old standard Edelbrock valve covers. And that sucker right there is a Turbo 400 tranny that is going to be going in my Blazer, because I need to upgrade from the Turbo 350 that's in there now. Because I need to build something that's going to handle some pretty massive power. Well, not massive. Massive for me, anyway. New window still in the packaging, which is going to be awesome, because if you look at my house, it just has those god-awful casement-style windows with the single panes and all that, and I just can't stand it. They're super cold in the wintertime, hot in the summer. It's just annoying. So I'm getting a window, or I got a window. That is full of tools. I have not looked into it yet, so there's going to be a surprise mystery toolbox video later. That is just a really clean center console from a newer vehicle. I don't know what. Somebody yell at me in the comments about that too. But it's just so nice. I might actually throw it in my rat rod, just to have something classy looking in there. And I need cup holders. Gotta have cup holders. Then power steering pump, starter, Edelbrock, RPM, air gap, whatever, intake manifold, Edelbrock carb, battery box, K&N air filter with the 327 Turbo Fire 350 horsepower engine sticker. Well, it's got a sweet K&N on there. Oh, and them generic Edelbrock filters. A couple other miscellaneous old school tools. What's this big guy? Oh God, that's a big impact. Power to the people. I think that's a snap-on. There's a few snap-on pieces in here that I've seen, which, you know, guys like vintage snap-on. They'll buy it from me, I think. Sick-ass fabricated valve covers that are going to go on the Blazer and look amazing. There's a master cylinder, 2 master cylinders, and like a starter and a few other things in there. A box full of miscellaneous fuel lines and stuff like that. And these are a couple of real good scores. B&M shifter. The action on it is still real tight, so it's a fairly new shifter. I just need to get all the pieces to it. And then shifter cable. And then this neat snap-on scanner. I don't know how old it is or if it's even still functional, but if it's even still functional, that thing cost, oh god, that thing cost somebody about $1,000 or more at least back in the day, maybe $2,000, who knows. Snap-on's greedy like that. And then, legit center lines, yo. So I got a pair of legit center lines that are the same bolt pattern as those rims over there. So I've got fronts and rear rims for my 40 Chevy truck cab. That's going to be a future project. So I think that's going to be a pretty good look for the truck in general. And there's a steering column there, new flywheel there, box of miscellaneous crap there that I got. I actually think that one's stereo parts. I think that's about it. The guy said he's going to give me a few more things, a few more speed parts and house building parts, but I'd say all in all, for a pack rat like me, not a hoarder, that this is a pretty good score, because this is going to enable me to use a lot of this stuff on my hot rod that I'm building and my Blazer. Let's set this inside real quick, because it might be worth money, who knows. So yeah, transmission, shifter, all kinds of parts for the Blazer, and rims and a few other parts for this. And then I'm going to sell the rest, and hopefully by selling the rest of it, that is going to fund the cylinder heads that I need for that short block sitting under the plastic there to drop in a nasty stroker motor in that. So hopefully I can translate all this into hot rodding goodness for myself. And all I had to do is trade off my ludicrously expensive go-kart. But that's all for today. Stay tuned for the mystery toolbox unopening, because it's got a lock on it and she does have a key. So we got a lock and a key. So I'm going to open that in another video. Stay tuned for more.